Oh, geez.
The hydraulics are broke.
The hydraulics. Yeah, there you go. You
There
gotta
it
stop
is.
pulling on the lever.
I know, I couldn't let go.
In our last video, we talked about a video that was coming out. We had it totally edited, and we lost because Nick's hard drive crashed. But we still had all the footage. So I started re-editing it, and then I dropped my hard drive, and everything on it is gone. I had vacation photos, I had the script I started.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
This is not funny, guys.
It may be gone forever. We're still looking into it. The footage and anything we had re-edited was on that hard drive too. Then we just kind of completely fell off. It was kind of devastating. So Nick and Annie took that time to like grow their business, which is great. Annie's a part of 2 businesses that are growing and excellent. Nick's a part of just 1.
Boom, roasted.
It's going well. That's why we kind of stopped posting. A little bit more on that later.
It's been a year, but we're back.
It's been a year, but we're back.
So our last video was Nic and Lu reviews.
Nic and Lu reviews!
We did play different characters than ourselves, but we named each other the same thing. Might be a mistake down the line.
Yeah.
But hey.
You live and learn.
So I had this idea of, I watch a lot of tech reviews because I like them. And I got this idea of reviewing a household item like a tech review, but just making it about these 2 guys that are basically idiots.
Yeah. Not that everyone from New York's an idiot.
Yeah. Who said that, Lou? Communist? Why would you review a $15 toaster?
I don't know.
It was $15 at Walmart.
The point is that the characters are what drive it. It's just ridiculous.
I feel like it's a good challenge too. Like, I mean, I don't know.
It was fun.
Basic idea. We made the best of it.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was really fun.
Very fun.
We ad-libbed the whole thing. If we wrote it down on a piece of paper, it would say like, shade selector, drop test, fireworks.
Yeah, like that's literally what it would say.
How that got done though, we had it shot. It took us 2 weeks to shoot about.
Yeah.
Because we had a day in between where we had to get my brother, which he was boom boom bop.
Bang bang boom, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Mushroom Cloud Mike.
Yeah. Mushroom Cloud Mike.
Mushroom Cloud Mike.
Yeah.
TNT Tom.
Okay, Tommy TNT.
Whatever you want to call him. I wanted to get it done before Thanksgiving, which was last week. We wanted to get that done so that we could at least show our family, because I kind of have been talking to my family about this channel, which brings me to like the other point when Lucas was talking about me working on my business. That's what my primary focus has been. And this
for the last year.
Yeah, for the last year.
Yeah, like
that's the year. That's my primary focus.
Yeah.
And this really took a back burner. Like, I'm talking like way back. If we had a stove, it would be on like the 8th burner.
The dusty part of the stove. Basically, we realized that it takes a lot of like direct effort. It's very deliberate is really the word I'm looking for.
Making this like a real channel. That's what I've been talking about for a long time. And like having actual shows and things like that we can fall back on when we maybe feel like we have this like creative block in our minds or something like that, where we could just shoot a video, get it out, not because we want to get it out, but because we want to continue the channel and like make content for you guys to laugh at, or get some insight, hopefully get some insight from this kind of stuff, because we really do feel passionate about what we're doing and creating these videos and creating this whatever art, I guess you could say. Well, that is what it is.
It is. It's art.
And we want to make people laugh, and we just feel like we're like pretty much called to do it, right?
Yeah, not just like, oh, this is something like we like to do. When we first met and knew each other in high school, we kind of both thought that on our own. Like, oh, we like entertaining people. I don't think we thought that it might be such a main focus of ours. Like, even with a successful marketing business that Nick started with Andy, this is still something we want to do.
Her name's Annie.
Check the bottom of your shoe. Toy Story.
They get the reference. Everybody's seen Toy Story, dude.
What the heck are we talking about, Andy? Yeah, we do feel called to do this, though. We feel like it's really important. Like I said, it doesn't just take some effort or some thought. Every action has to be deliberate. So already we've been like talking about a lot of different ideas we got coming up. The toaster video is just something we like talked about. Nick's just like, all right, like let's do it. Let's get a video out. That's the kind of stuff Nick was starting to talk about. If things get stale, like that'll kind of like grease the hinges to get back going again. It's just a funny video that we can just get a silly idea out and ad-lib and really just let our creative juices flow naturally, and then have a product at the end because we were recording all of it. That's what that was, and that's what it served to, and we already have some scripts in the works.
Yeah, I think what I've learned through this whole process of doing this and taking a good chunk of time off, like a whole year, it's just like working out. Like for those of you that work out, I don't know if you do or not, you should.
It releases endorphins.
But anyway, just like working out, like when you first work out, you're definitely going to be sore, and you're definitely not going to want to go to the gym. And then also, even if you've been working out for like 6 months, there's definitely those points in there where there's this day, like it's cold out, or your friends are doing something, and you just don't want to work out, but you know you should. Somehow, you dig deep, and then you work out, and then you feel so much better at the end.
Yeah.
That's kind of how this channel was. Like, we made these videos for a couple months last year. We stopped doing them. I think this is a really like primary focus in my life now. I want to keep putting videos out every week, like we just talked about. But yeah, it's just doing the work and like making sure every single week we're working towards whatever video we're going to put out at the end of the week. I feel like genuinely called to do this more than pretty much anything that I do. We have some really cool things in the works. We have a workout character videos.
Yeah, 2 characters that work out at a gym. It's also kind of doubling as marketing content for a gym. We work out at MGH Athletics, and we think it's excellent. It's a buddy that also went to our high school a couple years ahead of us.
Shouts out Mike Hollick.
Shouts out Mike Hollick. And so basically that this helps him, this helps us have some more characters in the area, not only to shoot this stuff, but we do work out there too on a regular basis now. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see what comes out of that. They're really wacky characters. Yeah, so during the year while Nick's building his media empire,
my global media conglomerate.
I take a lot of responsibility for the derailing of the channel. Like I said, I was re-editing the video we had, then I lost the hard drive, but there was time in between there. I was really hesitant. Nick, for at least 18 months, if not like 2 years, has been talking to me about like, YouTube's a great platform right now. We can do stuff, like we could be creative, we can get stuff out there, and I was just really hesitant, and you know, I wasn't putting a lot of effort into it, but I wasn't putting a lot of effort into a whole lot of stuff, especially tangible things. It's a lot of personal work, so that's all important, but it feels really good. Like Nick was saying, when you're working out or working on a YouTube channel, it's great to have some tangible things that you can really see improvement with, and on top of it, you feel called to do, you feel like it's an important thing to do. It's a really cool place to be, so it's just fun having watched my life change. He said his brother Dom's in on it too, which is great. My brother Jake, who we mentioned in a previous video, he moved to Chicago, and if he's involved, he said he wanted to take kind of more of a backseat to it, which is great. He's going to help us how and when he can. So yeah, that's why you see our new studio. One reason that we felt like this might really be a calling, I was actually offered a job at the church I used to go to, which was also the middle school I went to. It was exactly what my media major was in. I doubled in communications and film and TV. So it had everything to do with live recording and mixing and doing lighting for services and for events at the church. They really wanted the media to keep going. I was interviewed for it in a meeting I didn't even know was an interview. And then less than 2 days later, they said they already filled the position, and I thought I would be a front runner for it. Not bragging so much, I just know that they were kind of in a pinch, and this just seemed all like it was coming together so fluid, and then it kind of just like got the axe. First I was thinking I didn't want a full-time job, and then I was told, I interviewed for one, and then I didn't have one again, and then this is the other thing that we have, and this is what we want to do. It's calling, right?
Yeah,
you don't always know why, you just hear the calling.
Yeah, okay, so my question was, why, like I was kind of trying to preach to you that like we should be on YouTube. What were your hesitations?
I was really self-conscious in general, especially in terms of putting personal stuff out. We did the city speech stuff, which it's very personal material, and so, you know, I couldn't think of things that were funny enough, like the toaster stuff. I didn't feel like I could ad-lib. I didn't think it was funny, and I didn't want to put garbage out there. I didn't want to put out really personal stuff. I felt self-conscious. I just didn't want to start something because I didn't feel like I was capable of it. I knew Nick was, but all this doubt was just in my head. You know, it's obviously great that I'm feeling better. You know, a lot of work and prayer and struggling went into that. New year, new me.
Who this?
Who this?
Who this Lu? We're very futuristic people. We like talked about that in the last video.
Yeah.
What do you see, like, if this was to go very smoothly?
Yeah.
Maybe we drop some merch. I hate calling it merch though. We're gonna sell like clothes. What do you see though in like the next 2 to 5 years? Like very vague and very abstract. This is already an abstract thing because we're just starting it.
One thing that we've talked about doing is performing, whether it be like spoken word or hip hop type things, or comedy or sketch comedy or anything like that.
We even talked about like like just speeches.
We have
talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speeches, you know, in different ways, maybe like part of some kind of sermon or something, or just a platform like that where we talk about more personal stuff and how it relates to our faith or something. Because the way Nick and I think is our life and our future is always tied with our faith. That's why we talk about having a calling and trying to figure kind of our emotions out, because we want to do things right. We kind of want to feel like God's calling us in a certain way, and so that always ties together. And so that naturally could tie into a Christian message. But yeah, I think live performances and live entertainment is definitely part of what we want to do, and more official videos. You know, we talked about a short film. Like I said, my script is on the hard drive I lost, but I still have really big goals for that specific idea, that specific film. Having showings or screenings of stuff too. So bigger kind of events, and then events that we're just featured at, I think is where my mind goes right away. What about you?
Well, one thing I've learned, like in the, I don't know, last couple months / year, an individual's life, like not a group, but an individual's life means a lot. Like means so much. It means everything.
Everything.
It means everything to you. Like your life means everything to you. My life means everything to me. I feel like very called, and I think that a lot of people should feel called to make the best of that. Whatever way that means to you, whatever like comes to you. There's something in your mind that you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I should do that right now. Like I should just go drop it, everything, and do that. I know that life gets in the way though.
Yeah.
And because we're like, life is not perfect, and you can't just drop everything. You have these responsibilities that are very important, but I think that everyone should chip away at whatever they feel like they need to do.
Every single day.
Yeah. Like,
do something. Today I went to the library and I worked on spoken word for an hour, and it was rough because I've just been really hung up on a lot of content I have, and I really want to refine it. It's frustrating, but I went out and I made sure I did that today because I'm a couple lines closer, like they got more refined.
Yeah, I guess in the next, so the question was like in the next 2 to 5 years.
Yes.
I feel like I want to, one, Lucas can attest, I like to do like a lot of things.
Lot.
Like
I like to do a lot. Nick likes to do a lot.
I like to create. Like that's the one thing I like to do is create. I just want to create more and have more people enjoy it. Like I get a lot of joy out of that. I really genuinely love seeing people happy, like making people happy. Whether it's like continuing onto this channel for the next 5 years or doing something else. Like I just want to be there as like a vehicle for like light to be spread and like make people happy.
Odds and ends. What do you got to tie up, buddy?
Tie up. I'm sorry to get deep on you. I don't know if that was deep. Whatever.
That's what this is for, though. This is about our channel, and therefore it's about us, and so that's what these videos are about.
Well, way to stick it to them. Alright, guys, because I screwed up the intro so many times, Lou's going to take the outro. Okay, guys, please like and subscribe if you liked the video and want to subscribe. And check out our other videos that we have posted. Stay tuned for new videos. This has been another episode of the Aesthetic Hour After Hours. I'm Lou. This is Nick. Peace! Cue that music. There's something in your mind that you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I should do that right now. I like that.